Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at The Son of Neptune, Chapter 5, Hazel. Now, this is the first time where we've seen the story from someone else's viewpoint in this book. So the first 4 chapters were all Piercy. So this is really interesting to get this other perspective now. So when Hazel introduces Piercy and Nico D'Angelo, it's like 2 bombs meeting, ready to just boom explode. And not maybe so much because of they want to fight each other, but because of the power. Hazel says that Nico D'Angelo is one of the most powerful demigods he's ever seen, if not, or she's ever seen, if not the most powerful, until she met Piercy. And she thinks she compares him to Jason. She says maybe Nico D'Angelo's even more powerful than Jason, right? She's not sure, but then she meets Piercy and she says, oh wow, these guys are like all on the same level. So it's like these power bombs about ready to explode. So she's a little bit worried, but nothing happens and they don't fight each other. Piercy looks at D'Angelo and Nico and he's like, I think I know you. But Nico D'Angelo, he's like, oh, no you don't. Why do you think you know me? That's weird. Who are you? And Hazel kind of realizes that Nico D'Angelo's lying, but she doesn't like push it while Piercy's there. And so they start talking a little bit, and then Nico D'Angelo says, look, the real problem is that we need to worry about Gaia's army. It seems like, Gaia's gonna wake up, and she's bringing these giants to kill the Olympian gods. We already know all this, but this is the first time Piercy's heard it, and it's really kind of tense to hear about all this information. Frank comes up and he's like, hey, Piercy, whoa, Nico, what's going on? We learn that Nico D'Angelo and Hazel are both children of Hades or Pluto, and that they're considered really, really bad luck in the Roman camp. But Frank is one of the only people in the camp that actually talks to him. And Hazel's really like, oh, Frank. But she always, no, I don't like Frank. She always tries to control her emotions. And Nico D'Angelo seems to think Frank is kind of funny. But Frank comes and he gets Piercy and he says, hey, good news, you can stay. Let's go get you ready before the muster. And I think the muster is when they're selecting armies or something and moving people into the right armies. And Piercy is going to figure out which team he's going to join. I wonder if it's the team that they talked about before. The ghost guy, Valetius, I can't remember. But he's like, oh, we need a new person for our team. Maybe he's going to go into that team, which is right now the weakest team, I think. Well, we learn really just very shortly a little bit about Hazel and the diamonds. So I guess Pluto is the god of death in the Roman society, god of death, and the god of wealth. And so wherever Hazel is, whenever she starts to feel nervous, boink, 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 diamonds pop out. She doesn't really talk about what happened, but it sounds like someone picked up one of the diamonds before, and then they died. We're not sure what happened, how it happened, but she saved Don's life. Because if Don would have picked up this cursed diamond, he might have died. I don't know how it works. If she gives him out, is it still a curse? She doesn't even know how it works, I think. But maybe someone died in her past. So Hazel and Nico D'Angelo, they start to talk about what's going on. And, they talk about... you can trust Piercy. He is dangerous to his enemies, but he's not dangerous to the camp, and he's not going to be dangerous to you, to his friends. And then Nico D'Angelo calls Hazel Bianca, and that kind of triggers this memory inside Hazel, because she's not Bianca, Nico D'Angelo's real sister. She's actually someone else, and we can guess maybe she had died and then she came back to life and is now in Bianca's body, or she just looks a lot like Bianca. We're gonna find out here in this next chapter, I think, but we can guess that maybe Hazel had died, and then because everyone's coming back to life, she also came back to life. And we learn at the very end of the chapter that I think her 13th birthday was like 1941, so a long time ago. Some vocabulary. First one is slug, banana slug specifically. I was gonna get an image here and I forgot, sorry. But a slug is like a slimy caterpillar with no legs. And the banana one can be really, really fat, and it has like eyeballs on the top of its head. Google it if you want to see an image, but they are not pretty. Turned dark as blank. In our example in the book, it says turned dark as Tartarus, which is like nothing, oblivion, the darkness. But we can say that anything. Turned dark as a black cat. Turned dark as night. Something like that. And that's just like a kind of shocked face, or it could be an angry face. But Nico D'Angelo's like, shut, be quiet. Don't talk about me and Piercy's relationship. Contagious. You might hear this in the news a lot. Okay, so at the time there's a lot of coronavirus going around, and they're worried about it being contagious, of getting to you and then making you sick also. And so the people in the Roman camp, whenever Hazel or Nico D'Angelo are around, they're like, ooh, they're sick or they have something. If I touch them, I'll get sick too. They are contagious. I can get the bad thing that they have, which isn't true, and they're afraid to get bad luck. Consolation prize. A consolation prize is when you are in like a competition, or you're trying to get some prize and you try your best but you don't win, but still they give you something small and say, oh, thanks for joining us, or thanks for trying. Here's a consolation prize. It's not really the prize you want or even a good prize, but it's something. And that's how Hazel feels. She's not Bianca. She's more of a consolation prize. I don't know what happened. Discussion question. Should Hazel tell Piercy her secret? That she had died and come back, or that she's not really the person that everyone thinks she is? I don't know what her secret really is, but should she tell Piercy? And of course, you might think, oh yeah, she should. Come on, we should all tell our secrets. But if you were Hazel, would you tell the secret? Well, sorry, I don't know what that sound is. Would you try to tell someone your deep secret if it was you? And of course, please write your own discussion question. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.